What's happening, guys? There's a giant short squeeze underway in TRKA Troika stock. That's the question you're going to get an answer to by the end of this video. Make sure to watch all the way to the end because I am going to go over some top stocks for tomorrow. This channel gives you stocks that rocket a day before they actually go up. I'm talking within 1 day. We called that a stock KALA, and that stock went up 100% today. We called that out in yesterday's video. You can check it out in the XELA video. If you haven't already liked the video, please make sure to like it. Let's get this video to at least 100 likes so that traders just like yourself can invest in the stock market and learn how to invest in the stock market and make money, because you know how painful it is to not make money in the stock market. If you like this video, you'll be helping other traders make money in the stock market. The TRKA stock, called out at 20 cents, has some interesting news given that TRKA carried a short interest of 36.3% on February 15th. So that is somewhat outdated data, but we can assume that at least part of those short interests haven't been covered yet. And given the parabolic movement of TRKA to the upside, it's possible that this short interest can lead the stock TRKA to go up further. This is because a short squeeze happens when a stock is pushed down through shorts, meaning that people sell the stock in order to push it down, but then they have to pay a cost to borrow. So they have to borrow the shares because they don't actually own the shares, so they have to pay a cost. It's like a rental fee, okay? It's like you're renting a bicycle, so you rent the bicycle, and so you have to pay a fee to rent the bicycle, right? And the longer that you have the bicycle, the more money you have to pay to rent the bicycle. Well, a lot of people have rented this bicycle pushing TRKA down, but eventually they have to buy it, and that can lead the stock itself to rocket. The stock TRKA can go up after they have to buy the bicycle back, right? After they have to give the shares back. And the longer that they hold the shares, the more money that they have to pay. There's a really high cost to borrow fee on TRKA. It's 101.77% here. That's a lot of money. So anyone short selling TRKA has to pay a lot of money in order to hold the stock. If the stock is already going up and they're already losing money and they have to pay that rental fee, okay, because when somebody shorts a stock, they lose money when the stock goes up. So when you buy a stock, you make money when the stock goes up. When someone is short selling a stock, pushing the stock price down, then they lose money when the stock price goes up. So the stock price did go up, and again, they have that cost to borrow fee. It's just what it sounds like. Traders have to pay in order to borrow TRKA stock, and that's not fun, right? They have to pay money both ways. And so eventually they have to buy those shares back. And what happens when they buy shares? Well, when anybody buys shares, it causes the stock price to go up, right? As long as there's not more sellers coming in. And therefore, TRKA stock can go up even more because of the high short interest that was announced on February 15th, in addition to the cost to borrow fees, the high cost to borrow fees that people have to pay, that traders have to pay when they're borrowing TRKA stock. Now, TRKA stock is up by more than 500% year to date. Again, it's up 400% from when we called it out. If you're not already part of the free Discord, we actually have a free Discord where you can get our call outs every single day. And those call outs are up 400% just on TRKA, but we also have other stocks that are up 100% today alone. So that link is going to be in the description. And okay, so I want you to beware, because here's the news. As of February 15th, there were a total of 12.89 million shares of TRKA sold short with a total value of 3.08 million. Okay, on February 15th, $3.08 million of TRKA. That's equivalent to a short interest as a percentage of float of 36.3%. Okay, so about a third of the TRKA stock is sold short, meaning that there's a third of the shares of TRKA that have to be bought back at some point. And that can be really, really good for anyone who buys the stock TRKA. And it was, right? TRKA is up 400%. And that's because if a third of the shares are sold short, then that means that 3 million in purchases have to be made, right? 3 million in purchases have to be made at some point in the stock's life cycle. And if 3 million, any purchase of 3 million is going to make a stock go to the moon. And that's why TRKA went from 20 cents to 80 cents. But again, beware, and I'll tell you why. That's equivalent to a short interest as a percentage of 36.3%, which rose by 87.4% compared to the reading on January 31st. So actually the short interest is much higher. It went up higher. More traders started to short. Okay, more banks started to short TRKA. Bad idea, right? Now they have to pay back. And now we make more money buying the stock. Generally, a short interest above 10% is considered high, while a short interest above 20% is considered very high. Short interest data as of February 28th or later has not yet been released. So we haven't had an update on the short interest, but we can guess that there's still some short interest in TRKA that hasn't been covered yet. Now, here's why you should beware. So beware the news, because TRKA can top off soon. Why do I say that? Well, it's the same reason why on AMC, okay, beware news manipulation, because do you think banks want you to make money? The answer is no. Banks do not want you to make money because they want to take your money. Okay, I want to help you make money. I want to help you make money because I'm an independent trader. I don't rely on anybody for my money. But you will be misled if you listen to the banks. And who do you think controls the media? The banks, right? There are certain times when the banks will release positive media on a stock and the stock actually does go up. And that's because, one, either the fundamentals of the company have changed and so the media is really unbiased and fair. But the second thing is that the banks already have a position in the stock, so they release good news so that the stock can go up even more. But the second reason that banks release news on a stock is so that they can take your money. Okay, and that's the dangerous thing. Banks will like to take your money by releasing good news on a stock because everyone starts buying in when they see good news, right? That's the whole idea. They see good news and they believe that a stock can go to the moon. If this news outlet is saying that TRKA can go to the moon, that's when you should be scared. That's when you should be scared. That's when you should think about selling your TRKA, especially given how far TRKA has gone up already. Okay, I'm serious here. You want to sell TRKA soon because if banks, not just banks, if the media, which is controlled by the banks, which are the people who want your money, are telling you to buy a stock, then they're most likely trying to dump on you. They're selling short right now. They want the stock to go to nothing, and as a result, they need you to buy the stock so that they can push the stock back down. Otherwise, how are they going to make money? If they're just selling the stock short and there's nobody there to buy it, then they don't have a counterparty. But if the bank, and let me draw this out. So if the bank here, it has you, the counterparty, buying shares of the stock, okay, you all nice and innocent, trying to buy the stock and make some money for your family, then they can essentially take your money. Okay, that's how the banks take your money. I'm here to protect you from the banks because I'm tired of the banks taking traders' money. These unknowing traders, their life savings, they put in the stock market because of this media. And then idiot YouTubers go around and they actually say that, oh, this stock can go up 1,000% tomorrow. And it just feeds into this vicious cycle of traders like you losing their life savings and losing their money. How much money have you lost already listening to bad YouTubers or listening to news articles and thinking that a stock is going to keep going up, and then lo and behold, the stock doesn't keep going up. The stock actually goes down. You don't take profits because people have lied to you. Well, now you're going to get the truth. TRKA is likely topping off soon because of this media coverage. This is manipulation at work. They did it with AMC. They said AMC wasn't going to go higher than $6. They said that AMC was terrible at $5. And then what happened? AMC went to $8. So it almost doubled. And I said that it would almost double. And now it's time for us to look at the TRKA chart so I can tell you exactly how you should be trading TRKA, at least how I would trade it. This is not financial advice. It's for educational purposes only, but I'm going to help you the best best that I can as an independent trader who has an 85% success rate and 85% hit rate on his trades.
Are you still bag holding that meme stock? Waiting to break even? Have you lost too much money to sell? Stop trusting bad traders. You need Coach Koda, the essential stock trading coach. He's helped hundreds of traders just like you go from losing money in the stock market to placing successful trades. No more bag holding. If you have seen Coach's channel, you know how consistent he is at finding the rare trading opportunities before they happen. If you had Coach Koda by your side from day one, would you have lost your hard-earned money in the stock market? When you become a pro member, you get immediate access to Coach's exclusive trades every trading day. Rocket Trading Pro is so much more than trading signals. You get access to Coach's tight-knit inner circle. Imagine trading alongside a stock market genius. You will know when Coach is buying or selling a stock in his private Discord. You don't have to feel the fear and uncertainty of trading alone anymore. Coach will guide you every step of the way. While we can't promise you will make $1 million your first day, if you follow instructions, you will notice yourself winning more and more of your trades. Pro members are already earning with Rocket Trader Pro right now. Imagine yourself about to place a trade after losing $2,000 on your first trade and $4,000 on the stock Teddy Zane swore would go to the moon. A little scary, right? Now imagine Coach showing you exactly where he is buying or selling a stock while reassuring you of your probabilities of success. He has been trusted by hundreds of new and experienced traders for over 10 years, but you watch his channel. You already know how devoted Coach is to your success. How much money will you lose without your coach? You know you need this. Join now and make the greatest trade of your life.
You've worked with traders in the past who promised the world but gave you nothing. Is it time to work with someone with a consistent track record for success? You know there are cheaper trading memberships out there. But this is your money we are talking about. What is the use of paying less if you don't get the result you want?